On March 19th, 2020, we all saw this screen for the first time. Well, not really everyone, but a good amount did. And for today's video, I'm gonna make a timeline to point out all the shit that's been happening, or that has happened in the last year of Doom Eternal's release. So, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I hope you enjoy watching it. So first, let's get started with the timeline of the game. It's March 19th, 2020, and Doom Eternal launches on Steam. Mostly everyone is hyped for the game, and begin to install it. But then, they get to Ark Complex, and that's where the two major controversies begin for Doom Eternal. The first controversy is the lack of ammo, and the lack of quote-unquote player creativity. And the second one is the man himself, the Marauder. This all started with YouTubers, or some YouTubers, like Upper Echelon Gaming, and game journalists like IGN and others, like, you know what I mean. So, the first few days was a good amount of hatred for these few things. But then, here came Under the Mayo and created his video on defending the Marauder. And it's the most popular video for him up to date from now. So, a month later, on April, the next controversy began, and that's with Mick Gordon's soundtrack and his sudden departure from Doom Eternal. So, on the first few days, everybody in the Doom community had no fucking clue what happened. So, there were two perpetrators, id Software and Bethesda. And everyone instinctively picked Bethesda. Because we all know that Bethesda has done its big fuck-ups like Fallout 76. But that's for another video. So, around a week later, Marty released a statement why Mick Gordon left. And that was because the soundtrack was in the collector's edition of Doom Eternal, but it had a certain date where it could be released, and if it couldn't be released at that certain time, legal problems could have been there. So the sound producer of Doom Eternal, Chad Moss Hollister, helped to finish the soundtrack, but Mick Gordon did not like it, and he left it. He left the Doom Eternal franchise, the Doom franchise in general. And that about does it for April. On early May, Doom Eternal had its first update, but it came with a problem, and that's an anti-cheat named Denuvo. And some people know about it now, but some people don't know about it. But the anti-cheat was put for battle mode because around that time, there was a lot of cheaters on battle mode. But Denuvo is not. It's a pretty hated anti-cheat because it can actually look through your files if you're using Windows. And from what I can remember, it also fucked up with people's frame rates. And that was when people realized about eat hooks and how important frame rates were. And it was removed on May 27th. 2020. June and July were the calmest months for Doom Eternal, so nothing really that important happened there. On August 7th, the Ancient Gods teaser trailer was released. And on August 27th, the full Ancient Gods trailer was released. And the release date was set for October 2020. October 20th, 2020, The Ancient Gods was released, and everyone loved it because its difficulty was great for hardcore Doom fans, and it did have some bugs, such as the Maker Slayer. For the Slayer did not get sent to the owners of the DLC until a few days later. That happened to me. And one game-breaking bug, and that's when with the Sentinel Dog on the Blood Swamps. That happened to me as well. where it did not jump on the torch, that little motherfucker, December 1st, Doom Eternal got its first new master level. And it was the first time we got one, or really ever got one, since 10 months. And it did have some bugs, like slower load times for our maps and levels, and Blood Punch or Chainsaw getting no target. I fucking hate that bullshit, don't you? Anyway, it's gone now. Or maybe. Anyway, 2 days later, the first Ugo stream was put in Twitch and YouTube, and he slowly began to reveal new information for the DLC, such as the new weapon and demons. March 7th, the new DLC story page was leaked, and it showed the new weapon, the story, and the demons. March 12th through 13th, the DLC release date was leaked, and the teaser trailer was leaked a day later. March 15th, the official fucking teaser trailer was shown. March 17th, the reveal trailer was released, and it put the release date for tomorrow. March 18th, The Ancient Gods Part 2 was released. It was mixed and divided the community for a while because of its difficulty and the nerfs of the previous DLC. There were lots of bugs that needed to be fixed, and they were fixed, and there was no major bugs. I'm starting to get sleepy. That's it for the Doom Eternal timeline from 2020 to 2021. And let's see what it has to offer in 2021 and to 2022 for this fucking incredible game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Consider liking, maybe subscribing. It really helps out my channel. If you dislike the video, feel free to dislike it. Anyway, I'm gone for now to go to sleep. Well, not really. I have to record the gameplay. Anyway, see ya later.